Tonight we have a special edition of Primetime Opinions. Deion Sanders brought one of his good friends and fellow Pro Bowlers with him this time. It was all about the Cowboys and their early season success during our chat today. Dallas is 6-1 for the first time since 1995. That's the same year Deion and his buddy helped the Cowboys win the Super Bowl. The first thing we talked about, though, was how players choose to spend the bye week, which is really their only chance to get some free time during the season.
You know what the bye week really means? It means bye. It means I need to take some time off. I need to get away from football, spend some time with the family, spend some time with the kids, take care of some business endeavors, but can't just detach yourself from the game of football. Is that how you approach your bye week, Nate?
No, I approach the bye week like I'm getting out of town. First thing, smoking. When practice over with Friday, I'm headed somewhere in the United States, but I'm getting out of Dallas. You can believe that.
So when it's a bye week, when do you start looking forward to the next opponent? At this point, when you got, it's only Wednesday. Are you looking ahead yet to that next opponent?
Well, my contest was a man-to-man battle. Therefore, after every game, when the last second ticked off the clock, I thought about who was my next opponent. So within that bye week, I would study film. I would watch that guy because I knew I had a challenge. And the best thing about the bye week, you could always watch that opponent that you're going to face participate on that Sunday, previous Sunday.
Now, to be honest, I ain't thinking about nobody. When the game is over, I know we got 2 or 3 practices to get. I'm gone. I'm sorry. I'm telling you like it is. Over to next week.
Biggest surprise? What's the biggest surprise so far? Or is there a big surprise?
No drama. No drama. Last year we had so much drama. Started off in training camp. And yeah, I know we don't want to bring up Bill Parcells, but he was the cause of all your drama. No drama right now. T.O. hadn't done anything but produce. Romo is Romo. Yeah, one bad game, but the defense is a little bit better than it was last year. So no drama to me is the biggest surprise.
The biggest surprise is Jay Ratliff, the backup nose guard that's supposed to be a utility guy, playing both defensive end and the nose guard and coming in on nickel. This guy's played lights out at nose. He's anchoring that middle until we can get the young tank in there. That's been my biggest surprise.
No surprise that he's going to give it up for a lineman.
Interior lineman with Nate, of course. They look at the game from the inside out. I look at the game from the outside in.
Okay, Cowboys MVP. If I may, can I throw out a name first?
Go ahead.
Jason Witten.
Come on, quit cheating. See what I'm saying? I can tell right now by that answer you cheated when you was a kid because you looked on someone else's.
No, I did not look at Jason. I promise I didn't look at Jason Witten.
Jason Witten, he is the Cowboys MVP because sometimes you don't know if T.O.'s going to make the catch. He's had catching the ball problems in the past, but Jason Witten, third down, doesn't it seem like he's always open in the game that presented us the most problems, the Patriot game? That was the game in which they took him away from us and we couldn't move the ball. So Jason Witten, he's my MVP. Secondly to that, when Terrence Newman came back, that defense started clicking. You hear that? It started clicking, and he's my MVP also.
But if you need a face, a guy that you can identify with, some excitement, you got to go with Marion Barber. This guy right here has been splitting time, but when he comes in, he ignites that offense, and he also gets the defense going. So when you put Marion Barber in there, boom, you get what you need.
Yeah, they get rolling. I like the Jason Witten. We right there. He has almost as good a numbers as T.O. actually. You think about it. Okay, biggest disappointment. Hard to find one, I'm sure, with a 6-1 football team.
Marcus Spears. I expect better from Marcus. I mean, he come in as a #1 pick out of LSU. He was a big game hunter. He comes and he disappears for quarters at a time. I think this guy needs to elevate his game for us to go to the next level.
My biggest disappointment would be the entire secondary. Yes, I know Newman was out. Anthony Henry, he's out right now. But Reeves and Jones, when they come in, they got to step it up. Roy Williams, a perennial Pro Bowler, he has to step up his game. So I think the weakness of the whole team would be that Dallas secondary.
Let's look at the NFCs, guys. Who's the team to be? Everybody's playing well. It turns out it looks like this is the toughest division in the NFC.
Yeah, this is the team to beat. The Cowboys are the team to beat. Don't get misconstrued by what happened against New England. New England is on a whole nother level. The Indianapolis Colts, they're on a whole nother level. But in the NFC, you are the team to beat. Secondly to that, but the gap is closing. The Giants, the defense is stepping up. They're leading the league in sacks. They're unbelievable. They're coming up with an identity. You know, when you play against the Giants, it's going to be some pass rushing. You can run on that team, but it's going to be some pass rushing in the Washington to be. don't get misconstrued by what happened against New England. New England is on a whole nother level. The Indianapolis Colts, they're on a whole nother level. But in the NFC, you are the team to beat. Secondly to that, but the gap is closing. The Giants, their defense is stepping up. They're leading the league in sacks. They're unbelievable. They're coming up with an identity. You know, when you play against the Giants, it's going to be some pass rushing. You can run on that team, but it's going to be some pass rushing. In the Washington Redskins, they're getting a little balance. Offensively, defensively, and that quarterback, he's coming to play.
But, you know, we can beat the Redskins, we can beat the Giants, but the team that's sitting at the bottom of our division has just been killing us over the years, and we got to rectify that in our heads. We got to get that straight. If we beat Philly twice, I know we're on our way.
Another big thanks to Big Nate coming in here and joining us on Primetime Opinions.
We're going to need a bigger table. 3 athletes back there.
I know. 2 athletes and 1 other guy back there.